It is 8:01 all over the metropolis. NU 107 is DWNU FM at 107.5 megahertz in Pasig and a proud member of the KBP. 20 years rock for real. This is the home of new rock, New 107.
We'll hold your banner high and bright.
An entire week has gone by and not much has actually changed, except of course for De La Salle's twice to beat advantage. Good evening everybody and welcome to Ready to Rumble. My name is Mr. Magoo of Green Archer Radio. And hindi na nagpakita yung mga taga Halikinu, nabiro lang. They are here, Leah Cruz and of course Olsen Racela in the booth.
Yes, hello, good evening.
And joining Green Archer Radio once again, George Rocha.
Hello, good evening.
And our special guest co-host of this evening, Mr. Bobby Yan.
Guest co-host pala ako. Animal Lasal, di ko alam yun. Guest pala ako dito. Guest, okay. What's up?
And of course, Mico, Lily, and Richard Del Rosario are 10 minutes away thanks to the rain. Mico's not here. Olsen, pagtanggol niyo muna si Mico.
Sobrang baha eh. Dapat Spanya lang yata yung baha, pero buong Metro Manila. Next week, tough naman.
Tough naman,
yes,
ha?
Yeah.
Pero yun nga, no, talagang galing kami dyan sa bandang Manila, hindi kami makadaan ng Espanya, Olsen, because of yesterday's game, I guess.
Oo. Everyone expecting an Ateneo win. Para makalaban ng Lasal, di ba?
Yeah.
Because of that. Pero Thursday, of course, Ateneo Lasal. Because of that win of Ateneo last night.
And we will have a jam-packed show for you guys this evening. The next 2 hours are going to be full of surprises, and we are brought to you tonight by Krispy Kreme. The good people of Krispy Kreme are here. Si Olsen kakakain lang. Oh.
Thank you sa kape.
Ito nga yung Krispy Kreme eh.
Tsaka full service sila.
Yeah, with
the
a
whole
crew.
is here to serve us donuts from the box.
Hey, I heard these guys have the Final Four donuts, and they have the Final Four specials. Yeah.
What's that?
I think whoever buys the most donuts gets a donut party or something, right?
That's the final first.
Wala. They're forced to say yes now.
Does it have anything?
No,
Does it
no.
have anything to do with the Final Four?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have the USD donuts, which just got canceled, I guess.
Oh!
The UE donuts, the Ateneo donuts, and the LaSalle donuts.
Oh, talaga. Yung donut, yung Lasal, green and white talaga. Tapos
Sabi
yung
ko
Ateneo,
like-
blue and white. Oh, tapos yung UE, red and white. So,
That's
go get
cool.
your own donuts. USD, wala na, sorry.
And of course, if you guys get a chance to check us out on YouTube, if you haven't checked out the first episode yet, you can just search for Ready to Rumble, of course. Well, when you see this week's episode, you will see our cool
Animalism shirts! Last week we had them. We had the creative minds behind it here at the booth, and today they gave us all free shirts.
Yes.
Ateneo
and LaSalle get even on NU 107. So if you want to see them.
And those are definitely looking fiery hot, especially because magkatabi na naman kayong dalawa.
Yeah, I can just, hop on her lap.
Okay.
These girls are so cute, no? Same shirt, same height.
Thanks, Bobby. Get out of here, Alice!
I didn't say you were short. I said same height.
Taller.
No.
Anyway.
Anyway.
A lot of guys out there just lock their doors all of a sudden. Or sana madilim yung tint ng car.
Change topic.
Change topic. De La Salle Ateneo once again, and the game will be played this Thursday, 3 p.m. at the Big Dome. Eto, here we go again. You guys were so sure last week that it was gonna be Ateneo with a twice to beat advantage.
I was really so sure that Ateneo will win because if not, walang show ngayon eh. Diba? I don't know, hats off to Mico for a perfect schedule. He set up this show not knowing that it was weeks ago, not knowing that Ateneo will make it to the Final Four. Diba? Ateneo was, I think, that time Ateneo was running fifth yata. And then all of a sudden, we were expecting to land at number 2. We played NU, we lost.
I love that game.
Thank you, NU!
And because of that, our show was on a Monday, and Ateneo Lasal was on
that
Tuesday.
Tuesday, the next day.
Perfect timing, di ba? And
That's
then right now, again, Ateneo Lasal on a Thursday, Monday yung show natin, di ba?
You know, we took major hits, especially from Mr. Halili last week because of our spelling fiasco. They say Lasalites can't spell. Well, at least we can add. That's the thing. At least we can add.
Buti lang nangyari yung kay Later, eh, no? So, what's up with Later jumping for joy after sinking the 2 when they were down by 3?
You remember I was talking about that last second play of Norman?
Bobby out.
You know, you told me what's going to be a factor in the game. I told you guys Norman Black is going to draw out last second play. Unfortunately, it wasn't to win, but not even to tie.
To bring it closer.
You know, I love Jai Reyes. As long as he has the ball and he's supposed to take a 3-pointer and dump it off to a guy and takes a 2, I love Jai Reyes as long as he does that.
Well, you know, you can tell him that yourself because we will have Jai on the show later. Yes, together with Mr. Maki Escalante.
Ready to rumble na talaga.
So, you know.
Si Maki maglalaro rin sa Thursday si Maki.
Buti na we have camera to see.
Magtatawel boy pa yan.
Balita ko, opening day game kayo.
Sino?
PBA. Hindi ba?
Hindi ko alam.
I believe so. We'll tackle
Teka,
that
anong team ba si Maki maglalaro? Hindi ko alam eh. Never.
Sino coach? Lasalista yun, diba?
Wait, let's save this interview for later.
Oo nga. Tutusan tayo ng tanong kay Maki.
na tayo. Let's go.
Eto. Walking into the booth, kasabay sila dumating si Mico and si Richard, pero mas malalaki hakbang ni Richard.
Yeah.
Richard Del Rosario is in the booth.
Hi guys, good evening.
Oy, Mico, bilisan mo. Alaskado ka dito.
Okay, so we are talking about...
This Thursday's game, it is going to be LaSalle versus Ateneo
I
once
want to talk
again.
about the other one.
Okay, let's talk about last week's games.
Ateneo Lasal. Because last week I said, di ba we asked each other which players would be, coming out for their respective teams. And my bet was JV, Casio, and Rico Meyerhofer, and I was right. That's all I can say.
And it was just really great for the LaSallian Nation out there because it was actually the first game in the entire season that the Big Three had really big games. Rico and JV had game-long brilliance going on. And si TY in the fourth quarter suddenly turned it on.
Sino nagsabi na dapat ganon? Di ba ako?
Ako nagsabi si Rico tsaka si JV. I was right on the mark.
No, but guys like also si Barua played well in that game. And, it was a close game. Ang sinasabi ko nga, it's very hard to beat Ateneo na such a close game. It was controversy pa rin in the end. Sabi, dapat may foul dun with Araw, di ba? But same yung game number...
Yung second round game, ganun din naman eh.
But it was a great game again and can't wait for the next one.
So ito what did you see Olsen What did they do to Clifford
Olsen
Araw
talaga
in that game? They kind of neutralized Araw.
Hindi ako nakanood ng game na may practice kami nun eh. But I caught it on I caught the game on the replay, Channel 61. And
Nung nanood ka ng replay, merong last 10 seconds.
Nung sa replay, panalo kami. Kasi 3-pointer para mag-overtime eh.
Sa replay na Ateneo UST, nanalo UST ha.
I actually caught the replay of it on Saturday, the last 3 minutes of that game. But for some reason, they didn't show the last 10 seconds. The last 12 seconds. Yeah. On TV.
Oh.
It made me wonder, man. These guys know. These guys are our special guests from Gang Green.
What do you mean? They cut it off the area?
Yeah, after, remember when they had to give up a foul and they fouled JV Casio with like 12.4 seconds to go, and then they weren't in the penalty yet, and Ateneo calls a timeout. And then after that, the next they came out with the Madrama plugs. Okay. After that, it was the final score.
Oh,
it was the final score.
Maybe because they were going overtime already. At the time of the programming of the channel.
Great job though, cutting out the last 10 seconds of it.
Okay.
I'm sure hindi ka na magtatrabaho sa ABS.
I was just wondering.
Si George nag-defend pa. Yeah, she defended them
Si
pa.
Magupo yun, hindi ako ha. Si Bobby ito, wala ako sinabi ha. Ako kaibigan ko yung mga switcher doon. Mga switcher doon, lahat pogi.
And then fast forward from last week, bring it to yesterday's ball game. Kaya nga sinasabi ni Olsen, kaya daw tayo na traffic, baka daw sa Espanya.